All right, y'all. We are live on this absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray everybody is super blessed. And guys, I don't know. This could be it for Bitcoin. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Let's see if we can't get 1,000 likes up in here during this stream. I have a feeling it's going to be a juicy one. In the chat. Shout out to JR Fix. He says, you the man. Shout out to Sismoe. What's going on, Jay? Shout out to Josh ZA. Shout out to Pele. Shout out to Race to Ace. He says, good morning, Jay. Good morning to you as well. Alrighty. Shout out to Yo, Crypto Poppy. What is going on, Crypto Poppy? Shout out to NR. He says, let's get it. Guys, we are short on Bitcoin. I am short right here. I am also in another short on Bitcoin. Took this juicy trade actually on the 5-second time frame. Would you believe that? I literally took this short on the 5-second time frame, guys. And here's the thing. I'm also in a little bit of a long trade from earlier this morning, scalping the 5-second time frame. All right, this is gonna sound crazy, right? Scalping the 5-second time frame earlier this morning, got into this long trade. And I've been scalping the 5-second time frame, guys. Okay, I've got basically these are all the trades I've taken today on the 5-second. All right, this was yesterday's juicy long, but I've been raking in these little 5-second profits here: $200, $100, $400, $173. Took a loss this morning during the New York Open live stream. Lost a dang $1.76 because it was such a small invalidation. Isn't that crazy? But I'm still holding this long right now. We're already locked in $700. Got another $48 on the trade, and we are currently getting a little bit of a bounce from the Fibonacci golden pocket. And we're going to be talking about why Bitcoin got the big move down right here. Why did this happen? We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about the other short trade that I'm currently in from the potential high. All right, from the potential high right here. All right. Shout out to Houston. He says, happy Friday. Shout out to Sean Dakota. He says, where my Kadena homies. Shout out to Heine. He says, local GP bounce. Exactly. Local GP bounce. All right, so what's going on with the corn, guys? What is going on with the corn? Well, let's take a look here. Ever since we put in our high, right? First of all, let's understand the overall context of what has happened, all right? We're trading the sideways range. We have ourselves right here an ascending triangle pattern, right? An ascending triangle pattern. And we were saying in the Casper crew that actually we were waiting for the triangle to break out and short from 36K, right? Waiting for the triangle to break out and short 36K. What happened? The triangle broke out and we shorted 36K. Now, when we got up to that level, two things. Number one, what was at that level of 36K? Very, very important. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pull a Fibonacci retracement tool from the all-time high, Bitcoin's all-time high in November 2021. And we're going to pull that from the top to the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and put on our 382 Fibonacci. All right. Boom. We smacked right smack dab into the 382 Fibonacci, baby. All right, now why is that significant? Well, we can look at the chart and see that not only is it the 382 Fibonacci, but it's also the support that we had back here in this mini range back in the spring of 2022, right? Now, this is a macro cycle fib level, which means we need to take it seriously. All right, this is no joke. This is meant to be taken serious. This could get spicier than a whole bunch of those spicy peppers. What are they? The jalapenos. You know what I'm saying? This could get crazier than a wild woman running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking like Janet Yellen with bearish divergences on her face and a very trim-toned midsection. because she bought the 6-second abs from that infomercial on TV, right? Her abs, phenomenal, because she did the machine. Her face, well, she could use a little work. So that's what happened, guys. We came up to this macro 382, and for the first time in months, we are printing the dreaded and the scary upside-down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern. What is the dreaded upside-down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern? Most of you probably never heard of this before, right? Just kidding. The bearish man boob pattern, guys, is where as the price is making a higher high into key resistance, the money flow and the momentum waves on market Cipher B are getting lower over time. Now, the medical term for this condition is actually called a bearish divergence. I actually looked it up in the medical literature myself. Yeah, and it was quite interesting to see what the medical literature had to say about that. You know, I'm always researching things, right? And, yeah, this is not good, guys. The last time we saw this pattern print was all the way back in July of 2023, and it just so happened to be at a key area of resistance, a multi-year support resistance flip, and it led to a drastic 25% move to the downside. The time we had it before was actually up here in April 2023, and it resulted in a drastic, massive 20% move to the downside. All right, in fact, you can go back and backtest this. Wherever we have this bearish upside-down Sam Bankman-Fried pattern. Now, is it a coincidence that he's in the news again? Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. These man breasts are not aesthetic. All right? He got charged with 4 accounts. One on the left, one on the right. The other one on the left, the other one on the right. Of being very uneven and unaesthetic. All right? Now, do we think we can escape the fate? All right? Shout out to everyone who listens to Escape the Fate. All right? My scene kids from the late 2000s. Now look, can we escape the fate of the upside-down SBF? He thought he could escape the fate of his jail sentence. Well, he was wrong. All right? He was dead on wrong. Okay? So here's the thing. For the first time in months, we are seeing some bearishness on this chart. And I've been maintaining my bullish bias throughout this entire move up. People have been giving me garbage for it on the YouTube comments. You know, I was bullish down here. I was bullish down here. Why? Because we had the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern. Right over here. Momentum's getting higher, price getting lower. And because we had that pattern, I said, look guys, the probabilities say we're going to get a big move to the upside. Boom, now we get a big move to the upside. Everyone's looking for higher, but we're coming to resistance with the bearish pattern. So what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, here's the thing. We can go back in time and see that just because we get the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, does it mean we're going straight to the moon right away? No. No, it doesn't really mean that at all, guys. Actually, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that over time, right? Over time, we're going to get the move up. It actually took quite a while from the time we printed that pattern. We were chilling out for 40 days, all right? 40 days wandering in the wilderness before we got the big move into the promised land, okay? Now, here we are, up here. Now, I'm not saying we're going to drop. We might range. We might do something like this, you know, whoa, range a little bit, high, a little bit, boom, right? But the charts are looking ominous, okay? So let's zoom in a little bit locally here, because not only are we trading this big sideways range with the triangle, but we also are trading a volume profile, all right? Let's take a look at all the volume that's traded within this ginormous triangular pattern here, okay? The ginormous triangular pattern, we're going to turn off the trend lines, and let's just look at the 1 hour for a second here. Look at this, guys. Look at this, okay? Why are we getting the big move to the downside right now? It's because we're back down inside this sideways range, and this is considered the fair value of Bitcoin, all right? That's how I was able to grab the short trade from that high, actually. It's because I was looking at that value area high, and I got some confirmations on some of my very low time frames, right? And I took that juicy short trade, right? And so what we need to understand now, if I can get my face back on, there we go, there I am, right? What we need to understand right now, okay, is the fact that we are coming to the bottom of the range. Now this is very significant, guys, because most of the time, when the asset is trading sideways, we are going to go from the value area low of the range to the value area high, to the value area low, to the value area high, to the value area low. And when we come above the value area high, that's when we look for the juicy shorts. When we come below the value area low, that's where we look for the juicy longs. But the value area low itself is a key level. And you can see something very interesting down here as well. We have this value area low, right? But we also have all these interesting levels of liquidity down here. What is liquidity? You can think of liquidity simply as stop losses, right? People like to use fancy terms for things in trading. You know what I'm saying? They got all these abbreviations and acronyms. Really, it just means people have their stop losses down here, right? Why is this significant? Well, because we have to think to ourselves, if I'm a whale, if you're a whale, if there's a whale out there that wants to buy a lot of Bitcoin, they can't buy anything unless there's somebody selling it, right? You trying to buy a rare, original, holographic Charizard Pokemon card, you can't buy one of them unless you meet somebody who's going to sell it to you, right? So, how are people going to sell Bitcoin? Everybody who's long from this area and has their stop loss under here, their stop loss is under here, stop loss is under here. What happened to my music? Where's my dang music? Oh, it went off. So, okay. Got to start over. Right, everybody who has their stop losses under there, guess what, man? When those stop losses get hit, that's a buy order. That's a sell order on the market. So if I was a whale down here, I'd be swimming on down here with my tail flapping around in the wind up here and my water spouting out of my spout, eyes chilling, my mouth wide open, just hungrily waiting to buy Bitcoin right where it's considered to be undervalued. Because remember, this blue line right here, this is telling us where the price is considered fair value, undervalued, overvalued, right? So let me get this straight. Bitcoin now is undervalued. A whole bunch of people are selling, and I'm a whale looking to make a profit. What am I going to do? I'm going to be buying. I have a lot of money to buy. It's at a discount. Let me go ahead and buy some, right? And then if we get that move to the downside, right, we also have to understand that now we're changing into what could be bearish market structure. Why? Because we've taken out these lows, right? We had our low, high, our higher low, our higher high. We have a higher low. We're waiting to see what's going to happen now. Are we going to make a higher high, continue with the uptrend, or are we going to make a lower low and start now in a downtrend, right? So if we do come down to this area, yes, I'm going to be looking for a long, but we have to also understand that because the higher time frames are looking a little bit bearish, right? Because they're looking a little bit bearish here, that also we do need to be aware that we could now come down and then make a lower high. And probably, that lower high will be right around the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest, like this, which is also just historic resistance, right? Look at that. We could remove all this stuff, all the drawings on the chart, and just see that, look, this was resistance once, it was resistance twice, it was resistance 3 times, fake out to the upside, lower low, come back up to the resistance, trap everybody who thinks they just bought the dip and we're going to 40K. Then we get the real pullback. Okay, this is kind of what I'm looking to happen right now on Bitcoin. Now we're struggling here. I'm still in this long trade that I took this morning on the 5-second time frame. It's about to get stopped out, guys, at the entry. All right? Take it. It was honestly a good day of scalping the 5-second time frame. Guys, in the VIP Discord, Casper Crew, we're walking through the live price action looking for the 5-second scalps. You know, today I have taken, this was yesterday's trade, so all the ones in November 3rd, I've taken 6 trades. 6 trades, 4 of them wins, 1 of them a small loss. This is a very profitable strategy for me. I even took this short trade on the 5-second time frame, guys. I took it on the 5-second time frame. This is my new strategy. This is insane. Look at that entry. It's because I was on literally the 5-second time frame, but the signals are good, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Shout out to the Casper crew, man. All right, so we are waiting for Bitcoin to take a dump down in this area here. Let's say 34K. 34K. 34,000. We're going to take 25% out of that for another 600 smackaroni and quesos. That's going to be Honestly, this is one of the better trading weeks I've had probably in quite some time. The past few weeks, because I was long from 25K in like 3 positions. Some of the craziest gains I've made trading in a while, man. It's been a really good few weeks. Praise God, though. That's all I can say is thank the Lord, praise God. I've had some financial hardships in my life recently. God is good, right? He really is. So, I'm just thankful. That's all I can say. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Even if I hadn't made all these gains, I would be grateful and thankful. Shout out to everybody in the chat. May God bless you all in Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. Yo, shout out to Crypto Face. Yeah, bro. Crypto Face, man. I'm telling you, your indicator, it's a money printer. Like I always appreciated it, man. But now that I've been scalping the 5-second, bro, it's insane, man. It's insane. It's almost scary accurate. Yesterday I was looking for a short. You guys, if you saw my stream yesterday, right? I shorted this right here based on the 5-second. Things were looking bullish as heck. They were looking bullish and I was scared. I said, "Yep, this is a signal." And I'm sitting there freaking out because, you know, 1,000 people are watching me. I'm saying, "Yep, now's the time." Based on the 5-second. And man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. And here too, the 5-second. Here, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys the 5-second technique here. All right. Let me show you the 5-second technique. Sounds crazy, I know. But look, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, y'all. The proof is in the pudding. All right. So the 5-second strategy, I don't know if it works on altcoins. I don't know. Okay. But for Bitcoin, it definitely works. Not in super volatile conditions. But if you have any kind of level, in this case, it was a 382, and it was a value area high, right? On the 5-second time frame, right? As we came to that level, look at what market Cipher B looked like. Now we never hit it actually on ByBit. We hit it on MEXC to the dollar, okay? But what you want to see here is the following, right? This was wild, all right? You want to see, as we hit the level, we hit it to the dang dollar on MEXC. You want to see the money flow over time getting lower, right? You want to be able to draw the money flow coming down, right? Over time, money flow coming down. Like, so for right here, we had the money flow coming down. This is actually made for 2 trades, but this one right here. And the second thing you want to see is a divergence from far away to close. And then as you make the high into the exact level, like literally into the exact level, you want to see this red dot print here, right? You want to see the bearish red dot print. We got this bearish red dot printing here as we made that high. That's it, man. As soon as I see that dot, I'm in, baby. And if it comes above there, I'm out. If it comes above there, I'm out, right? So, like, that's how you can get these crazy entries like this, right? Look at this. I'll go to the 1 minute. Look at that entry. It's because of the 5-second. Isn't that crazy? 5-second, baby. That's wild, right? Is that not wild? But when you do this, you have to be ready to hit the flash close. You have to do it from your phone. You have to hit flash close. Like immediately. Immediately. If it goes against you at all, you get out. Right? You get out immediately. Alright, so that's the 5-second, guys. I'm making more content about this in the Discord, because this is a game changer for me. Because I've been a swing trader, a day trader, but now I can come to the charts and make, you know, $1,000 in a few hours just trading the 5-second. It's insane. It's a game changer. Shout out to Crypto Face, the creator of Market Cipher. Right. Okay. Enough. I get stoked on the 5 seconds. So you guys aren't here for degen scalping. All right. You guys are here for the free drinks. All right. So what are we looking at now on Bitcoin? Okay. What I'm looking at now on Bitcoin is this. I want to take these lows right here with bullish divergences. And I have to be honest with y'all. Right now, what is Market Cipher B saying? What is she saying? I'll tell you what she's saying. All right. She's sniffing for a bad boy, for a convict, you know, who can give her a good time in the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, we are seeing the money flow on Market Cipher B, the 24-minute creep up to the upside, all right? We're seeing the green nipples get higher over time. Look at this, all right? We could just, look at, oof. I like this curvature here, you know? Just like the curvature of the globe-shaped Earth. You know, the photograph we took in 1969 when we went to the moon for the first time and televised it on TV with our 250 million mile Wi-Fi that we had back then. You know, it's looking very nice, okay? Look at how we can see the money flow getting higher. We can see the momentum waves getting higher. And we're coming down. I would say this is a very key zone of support. You know, I would be surprised if we don't get a bounce from here. I'd be surprised if we don't get a bounce from like the value area low of the range, right? It's just the value area low of the range. Look at what happened when we came to the value area high of the range. But we're gonna be watching if this happens on stream. Because look what happened when we come to the value area high of the range, right? Shoo! So, we're coming down to the value area low of the range. We took this trade, I took this trade with a 5-second divergence. Alright, now we're getting a 24-minute down at the low. So I think we can make it, because here's the thing. If we don't maintain above this white line right here, 34,451 and 0 cents, we're coming down, baby, because this is a high volume node of the range right here. As long as we're holding above the high volume node, bullish. All right, we've got two bearish things right now. Rejection from the value area high of the range. Basically, loss and backtest of the point of control of the range. All right, we're coming down to 34K, baby. We're coming down to 34K, and we're going to hit our TP, baby. All right, let's see. All right, I've been on fire this week. I'm not always right, but this week I've been pretty good. All right, so let's see what happens here. We're gonna hit some TPs on this stream, baby. Come on. Gonna hit some TPs on this stream, baby. Gonna hit some TPs on this stream. It's a Friday, guys. It's a Friday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Lane Hughes. Yeah, I would agree with you, Lane Hughes. You know, it's a point of contention, but, you know. Who was left there to film the space pod launching from the moon back to Earth? Oh, well, you don't know. The government made a deal with the aliens. They were already there. And, they were using really crazy technology. That's why the moon lander didn't leave any kind of mark in that dust on the moon. It just was some crazy kind of, must have been some weird levitation tech that they had back in those days. You know, shout out to Aaron G. What is good? I better stop before my channel gets shadow banned. Shout out to Sarith VS. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. God bless you in Jesus' name, in Yeshua's name. Shout out to First Coast Crypto. Oh my goodness, First Coast, are you insane, my friend? Come on, man. Come on. You know, no one really knows this. No one really knows what shape it is. I never been out. I never seen it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that. Well, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Shout out to Paul. He says, "Pump it up, baby." Well, you know what, Paul? If we pump up from here, I'll tell you. I will tell you, Paul. At least I'm in a long, right? But this long is looking like she wants to get stopped out at the entry. Alright, she looks like she wants to get stopped out at the entry. I actually added a little bit to this long, so my entry would be under the 786, just in case of a deep retrace. So shout out to all the whales and the stop hunters out there who are going to stop me out and then pump the price. You know? But, yeah, let's see what happens with this one, guys. Let's see what happens with this one. And I'm still long on the S&P 500 as well. Look at the S&P, guys. It is pumping like a wild woman in distress, and let's see here. I'm about to hit a take profit, guys. Can I hit this take profit at 43.72? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. All right. shout out to Crypto. He says the Earth is the shape of a Bitcoin. That's funny, man. All right, patiently waiting for 31,800 retracement for that swing long. Yeah, shout out to Andrew. Me too. Yeah, so 31,800 guys for Bitcoin. That is a very, 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 very key level here. Let's turn off our limit orders here. Okay. Now here's the thing, guys. If we do, let's say that we pump right now. Let's say we don't take these lows. If we pump over the weekend, be very, very careful of a retest of 35K. All right. Golden Pocket 35K retest. Be very careful because this is a very important resistance right now. Okay, so please don't think that if we pump that we're gonna break out. I don't think we have it in us. It's a weekend, so one of two things will happen. If we pump over the weekend, I'm expecting either this, or I'm expecting the high to get taken and a fake out over the weekend. Because weekends love hanky-panky. But the real level that we need to be aware of is going to be 31,800, because 31,800, guys, that is a major support resistance flip, right? Now, I shorted this level back in the day, and I used to have a bearish bias. You guys know my old bearish bias that I was trading, and I was planning for this. I was planning for a head and shoulders, and I was looking for this to be the short, right? And I did short that wick, and I did a really good profit on that short. But here's the thing. After I shorted that wick, I was very open about my bullish bias, even though I wanted it to be bearish. I wanted it to be bearish because I had a very large position size from here. I wanted to short it down, but Market Cipher B was saying more high, right? More upside. So I had to be open and honest with the charts, okay? I had to be open and honest with the charts. And so right now, this is a major support resistance flip. It's going to be very, very, very key. All right, it's going to be very key. The reason why it's going to be so key is because whenever you have a level here, let's go to the daily real quick. Whenever you have a level that used to be resistance, you want to mark that on your chart. Okay, look at this. We had this very key level at 25K. It was resistance twice back here in August and February 2023. When we broke out of that level, it then became support to the dollar, right? To the dollar. That's actually how I took a long trade from here, right? Actually, I've been compounding that long. I still got a portion of it open. My goal on this long right now, if I can do it, is to hit a 1 Bitcoin profit. I don't know if I can do it, all right? It might get stopped out right now. Okay, my entry right now is about 30K, a little bit under 30K. So I gave myself some breathing room on this long, all right? But technically, my hope and goal with this long I still have open is to maybe, if we get a deep retest, add to it, ride it up to another high, right? How much of a move down would that be from the top? A 10% move? Dang. Alright, so last time we got a 20% move. Alright, dang, I might not be able to do it. Because here's something else. If the Sandbag McCree bearish man move pattern usually gives us a 20% move to the downside, well, we're looking now at 28.8, guys. And 28.8 is a very key support resistance flip as well. Look at this, 28.8. It was resistance many times actually in the old range. Wow, look at that. 28.8. So plan A for me and best case scenario for a Bitcoin, for a bullish scenario, if we're gonna hit 40K, I would like to get a range here for a little bit, healthy range, maybe get another short opportunity, maybe get a few long opportunities, another short opportunity, come down for a retest here, get some kind of long signal, and then take it up for another high. This would be a best case scenario for me as far as Bitcoin hitting a new high, all right? Worst case scenario is the high's in, and we're gonna come way back down below 25K toward yearly open, around 16K, all right? That's worst case scenario for me. But these are the support resistance flips I say we really, really need to be paying attention to right now. Because we can look at this as like floors of a house, right? It's all support and resistance, it's floors of a house, right? People overcomplicate things. It's not really that complicated, right? We have the floor right down here, It acts as the floor once, it acts as the floor twice. We lose the floor, it becomes the ceiling, right? We have the ceiling up here. We reclaim the ceiling, it becomes the floor, right? We have a ceiling right here. We reclaim the ceiling, we get a little bounce from it, it's the floor, we come down, chop around here. The levels are respected, guys. So right now that 31.8 could potentially give us a really, really nice swing long support resistance flip, a confirmed breakout. All right, it's not just any breakout, guys. Okay, look at this. We can take this level going all the way back to May of 2022. I'll never forget, because I went to the beach with my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and I was trading during the time, and I didn't spend much time with the family at all. What a jerk, right? Wife wasn't too happy about it. But yeah, that's what happened back in this range here. But it's important, right? Now, we come down to it, we are now longing the floor, right? It used to be the ceiling, now it's going to be the floor. And where's our target if we long the floor? Well, if we long the floor, the target for me is going to be the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest, coming in at around 40-ish, 7,000. Right around here. This is going to be my target, right? And I know that seems crazy, but it's not crazy. We're just taking it up to the next ceiling, guys. That's all we're doing. We're just taking it up to the next ceiling, right? We can see the next level. There's nothing here. There's no other levels until we come up to here, right? We've broken out now. If it was a smooth move down, it'll be a smooth move back up, you know? So this is my best case kind of bullish scenario here for Bitcoin. I would love for that to happen because a retest would be very healthy. It would be very healthy, in my opinion, to get a back test. All right, looks, guys, like Bitcoin is pumping again, baby. Can you believe that? All right, we're pumping again. Haven't been stopped out of the long scalp I took this morning from the 5-second time frame, and then added a little bit to it so that my entry was below the 786 to avoid a deep retrace stop out. Maybe I've just avoided a deep retrace stop out. All right. My next take profit on this long trade is going to be 35,284 because that's the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest. All right, let's see over here. Dang it. Maybe we're not going to hit my take profit. Let's mitigate this trade here, guys. All right. I'm in this short. I've locked in 800 bucks. Let's see. We're going to set some partial stop losses. All right, partial stop losses. If we come up to, we're at the 382. If we start to reclaim this 382, guys, I'm going to close out a portion of this short trade because this is just a day trade on the 5-second time frame. I got to take what the market will give me here. We're at a 15-minute level of resistance to 382. All right. Hang on. I've got to plug in my iPad here because my iPad is my secondary monitor. Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm gonna close out a portion of the short here, guys. Close a portion of the short. Boom. Can't be mad taking profits, man. Can't be upset taking profits here. All right. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy, though. That short was wild, huh? Okay, so there is a reason we're bouncing from this level. It's because we came down to the golden pocket. So I really, really want to come lower, guys. I really do want to come lower. Because of the short trades, I was hoping this juicy short trade was going to be epic on this Friday afternoon. But let's see what happens here, guys, okay? I've taken out some profits, making sure I'm not leaving too much on the table. I still got 77K on the trade, all right? I've still got the long trade open from this morning on the 5-second time frame. All right, let's go, baby. This is crazy. I took both that short and this long on the 5-second, right? Typically, my 5-second trades, they give me little profits, right? These are the usually like $100, $200, small losses here and there. I only took one loss today on that. I took one loss today on that. But this trade, if it pumps to my level, what started out as a 5-second scalp, is going to be a $1,000 plus profit. Isn't that insane? Because you never know when that trade's going to ride, right? You scalp the 5 second, I'm in and out. I'm in and out in seconds. Literally in and out in seconds, but I let a portion of the trade ride. Because the risk to reward is so tight, you could put like 300K, 400K on the trade and still be within your good risk management. And then you take out 75% after like a 0.15 move, make a couple $100 real quick, and then let the rest ride. You got yourself still a pretty fat position in case this thing rides. You know what I'm saying? It's been pretty game changing, pretty eye opening for me lately. All right. Let's add a little bit to this long, guys. Should we do it for the tube? Should we add to the long for the tube? Let's see. If we reclaim 6-1 ETA, I'm going to add a little for the tube. I'll add a little bit here. Let's see what we got. What are we going to add? 10K? We'll add a little. Right. Add another 3,000. Boom. Let's pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K, baby. Let me see a blue candle. Let's de-risk this. All right, and then we are gonna set a TP right here, $13,000 at 34,642. 34,632. We're gonna take 13K out of the trade. Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Bitcoin, you can do it. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to like the stream. We got 800 people in here, 300 likes. Guys, it hurts a man's self-esteem. We need some likes up in here. All right? All right. Shout out to Crypto Face. He says, screw the tube, do it if you think it's right. I don't know, man. Actually, I don't know. I haven't really looked at my indicators. Let me take a look. It looks bearish. Crap. Market Cipher B on the 5 second says we're coming down, man. 5 second Market Cipher B says we're coming down. Dang. I was doing it for the tube. I should have done it for me. Don't do it for the tube when you're doing it for you. But you know what, guys? Everyone knows why we're in this game. It's for the P&L shots on Twitter. That's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? So if it looks good in the moment, that's what you gotta do, you know? Nothing else matters. Alright. Okay, you know what? 15 second, we got a nice trigger wave money flow coming up. I would have really liked to see a divergence down here. In fact, I feel like we're gonna have to come for these lows, guys. We're gonna have to come for these lows. I would be shocked, man. If we don't come for these lows, I'm gonna be shocked and dismayed because I want lower. I want lower. I want lower. I want lower. I really do. I want to take those lows, baby. They are just so juicy. They're just waiting to be slurped up. Excuse me. Excuse me. They are waiting to be slurped. Man, and here's the thing, guys. In the back of my mind, you know I'm thinking to myself, if this is the high and we're about to get a massive pullback, after I hit these take profits, I am not touching this thing. I'm going to keep it open. I'm going to ride it as low as possible. I'm going to ride it as low as possible. Alright, let's check out Market Cipher B. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Even though we came up to value area high of the larger range, right, would you look at this? We just came down to value area low of the mini range. Value area low of the mini range. Let's go to the 12-minute time frame, my favorite time frame. Man, I don't like what I see for a number of reasons, guys. Number one, this momentum wave, in order for it to be extremely bullish, price needed to take this low, which it didn't do, which is very unfortunate. Now, if we're going to take the low, we might get a floppy butt cheek on the 12-minute, which is this. Oof. We don't like when the butt cheeks flop. Let's see. This is a medical condition, okay? This woman, she injected her butt with Fix-A-Flat, okay? She ended up with a floppy butt cheek, okay? I don't know if you can see. She actually got sentenced to prison for it, being held for 75. Well, look at the floppy butt cheek. Yeah, no. We might actually get this on the 12-minute if we come back down here. So it's unfortunate, guys. It's unfortunate when you think you see a good trade and then price doesn't do what you want it to do. And it's also unfortunate when you add to your long trade for the 2 and now we're getting a retracement here. Alright, sheesh, man. Come on, Bitcoin. You're gonna embarrassing the crap out of me over here. I need a drink. Yeah, I should have looked at market cipher first because the 5-second definitely said down. Definitely said down. Alright, you know what I'll do to pump the price? I'm going to mark it out. That will always pump the price. If price is dumping and you mark it out of a long, it will pump. So let's just take that 13K out now. Let's take 15K out. That'll pump the price. Okay? Boom, baby. Lock in another hundo. Stop at the entry. A guaranteed $850 profit. Alright, got the short. Alright, short guaranteed 1,000. Alright. See, I told you guys, mark it out of a long that's dumping and price will pump every single time. Mark it out, price will pump, man. That's how she do. You know? You want price to dump? You want price to dump? You know what you do if you want price to dump? Set a limit order to take profit right here on your long. Set a limit order just above price if you want to take profit and price will dump. See, I told you. See, and then move that limit order down to try and get out and price will just keep dumping, okay? You want to pump the price, then mark it out of a long. Mark it out of a long after a dump and you will pump the price. See, even just talking about it makes the candle go up a little bit, right? You FOMO out of a long after a little bit of a dump and then price will just BAM! To the upside, all right? Watch, I'll do it just to show you guys. I'm gonna mark it out. $5. Watch. 1 second time frame. We're about to get a massive. Look at. I told you. See, look. I told you guys. You think am I kidding or what? I'm not. I'm serious. Come on, guys. See, it's the market makers. They're watching you through your cameras, through your iPhones, your iPads with the cameras. When you're taking a dump, looking at your phone, they're actually looking at your butthole. All right. There's no privacy anymore. Sheesh, man. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys are awesome. But let's see if we can't get some likes in here, guys. We got 900 people, only 300 likes. Does a real bad thing to a man's self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to AZTV. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to MadCDJ. Shout out to Bell AU. He says LOL. Shout out to Chat Master. He says DAMN. Short for damnation. Shout out to Quicker. He says ha 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 ha. Market sell into your major TP level. Yeah, that'll pump the price. Oh wait. Market sell into my long TP level. I don't know if that'll pump the price. If I market sell into my short TP level, that will pump the price. Right? So guys, when we come to support, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not even going to say it in case someone takes me the wrong way. Because I forget that a lot of people don't understand sarcasm out there. Like, I'd say like 30% of you don't understand sarcasm. I don't know if maybe because English is not your first language or maybe you're just one of those people. But a lot of people don't understand sarcasm. Right? I was driving down the street the other day with my wife and we stopped by the wood stove store to get some cleaning supplies for our stove. And outside and the sign, it said, pumpkin spice wood stoves in now. And I thought that was funny, and I asked my wife, I wonder how many people actually call the store to ask, what's a pumpkin spice wood stove? You know? I thought that was super creative. And hilarious. What a good sign. What a good sign. Am I on MEXC instead of ByBit? Yes, I'm on MEXC. And I love MEXC, man. That's right, AZTV, we are never wrong, the market is wrong. This guy walks 50 miles a day. I do walk a lot, guys. I do. I walk a lot nowadays. You know, now it's cold out, I'm not outside much. I really enjoy the walking pad treadmill. I'm a high energy guy. You know? I'm a high energy guy. Alright, is SS... Okay, man, baby. Come on, S&P 500. We want to hit a take profit on the S&P 500. We got $2 before we hit a TP on this trade, guys. Let's watch it together. Come on. Come on, S&P. Let's go to the 1 minute. Come on. It's looking good, honestly. It's looking pretty dang good. Up right now, what? 292% on the trade, 50x leverage. Not bad, not bad. Alright, Bitcoin is dumping, guys. So maybe we can come down for those lows during the stream. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So there's two main levels we need to be aware of. I mean, really, the major support that we have right here, where we definitely need to be looking at market Cipher B, is going to be this right here. This entire box is major support here. Guys, I have to take a pee like I always do halfway through stream, because always before I stream, I drink half a gallon of water because I do perspire on the treadmill. So I'll be right back. Watch the trades for me. Make sure I don't get wrecked or liquidated or stopped out, all right? Alright, whew, we're back. I was reading the chat while I was peeing. You guys said we were dumping, but we're not really dumping. Alright, how many steps do I take today? I don't know. I usually get about 20,000 a day, guys. About 20,000 a day. Let's see. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He says 1,000 likes and we can peep the fifth. Come on, bro. Let's keep it PG up in here. He can't hear you unless you yell. Don't be shy. Right, Piet said it dumped while I was gone. Is anyone here just to see my guns? My guns are over there on the desk. Yeah, I peed fast, man. You know how I pee? I pee the same way I live life, with high intensity, baby. You know, I push as hard as I can. Every time I pee, my pee hole gets a little bit bigger from all the pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's how I did it, Need Indeed. Wash your hands. Come on, little bacteria never hurt nobody. Besides, I'll wash my hands when I'm done working. Yeah, I usually only get 20K. I mean, think about it, my friend. I'm walking kind of slow right now. 2.8 miles per hour. And I only do it when I'm streaming, really. So, if I do a VIP stream and a regular stream, that's like 2 hours a day. You know? We'll do a giveaway. Oh, shout out to Jumpman Crypto. All this guy does is FUD. That's right, guys. I'm the 100% FUD channel. Come to me for the FUD. You won't find anything good here. You won't learn anything here. Just pure FUD. That's all. I'm just here because deep down I hate Bitcoin. And I hate it so much. And I love fiat. You know, so I'm just here to spread FUD, man. For the YouTube views, you know, shout out to my man. And God bless you, bro, by the way. Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. God bless you, my man. Let's see. Jumpman Crypto. Seriously, man, God bless you. I'm just messing with you, my friend. I'm just messing with everybody. Alright? I'm just messing with everybody. But I do encourage you, Jumpman Crypto. Subscribe to the channel, man. Stick around because, although I will say that my thumbnails are 100% just sarcasm, I do hope that the content is good. Interesting. Jumpman Crypto has a video on YouTube. Let's check it out. Vegeta said he would destroy my wife. Let's check out the video. We'll watch it together. Is there any audio? No audio, huh? Really? No audio. No audio, huh? That's weird. Oh. Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. Shout out to my boy Jumpman. Let's see here. We're gonna do a little surgery. Got the Jumpman Crypto. There we go. The Jumpman Crypto bullish market Cipher B divergence. Well, Jumpman Crypto, I do have to say, man, if for some reason you don't have audio on your YouTube channel, you might want to look into that. Or unless it's me, I don't have audio. Right? What the heck? Hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go, baby. The Jumpman Crypto bullish div. Let's see. How's Market Cipher looking? I actually do think we might have the Jumpman Crypto. It's definitely not a bullish div, but we do have an anchor trigger kind of forming right now. All right, let's see here. Let's superimpose the Jumpman Crypto onto the chart and see what's going on. I mean, it looks like we could be printing the Jumpman Crypto pattern right here, don't you think? What do you think? Money flow is long, says Jumpman Crypto. I mean, so I gave my bearish case at the beginning of the stream. Yes, money flow is definitely long on the 12 minute. Definitely. I agree with you. I agree with you. I really just want to take these lows, Jumpman Crypto. I really want to take these lows because it's, for me, this is incomplete. This is incomplete here. This is incomplete here. Alright? This is incomplete. So, let's see, man. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's see what happens. My short might get stopped out live on the YouTube, my friend. Another Iki Weekly, man. Shout out to Iki Weekly. Shout out to Iki Weekly. JC is a bully. You know, I do like bullies. I have to say, shout out to my man, my favorite bully from middle school, Byron Alfaro. Because when I was in middle school, some of you guys know this story, but I was morbidly obese. I was morbidly obese, going down a path for a bad health. Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. God bless you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a good sport. Right? This guy used to bully me every day for being fat. I remember, and I was very unhealthy too, right? I was morbidly obese. I would eat all the time. I would sneak food, eat it all the time. Candy, soda, ice cream, all this stuff. And this dude made fun of me, and you know what? I'll never forget the day I decided to get in shape. It's because of Byron Alfaro, man. We were in the locker room. After the quarter-mile run, I ran like 10 steps. Couldn't do it. Couldn't breathe, right? That day I came home. You know what I did? I got on the dang treadmill, and I started running every day until I could run a quarter mile. Started doing push-ups. Started doing chin-ups. Until literally from the time I was in 6th grade to the time I was in 10th grade, I had the high school record for pull-ups because I practiced every day. Got 34 pull-ups in a row. Man, it's all because of Byron Alfaro, the bully, man. You know, sometimes you need that fire under your butt. And now I look around, probably, I haven't seen him in years, but he's probably got a beer gut, you know, typical 35-year-old dude, looking beer gut, all this out of shape. But because of his bullying, I'm in better shape now than I was even in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Alright, shout out to Jumpman Crypto. He don't like the thumbnails. I get it, man. I don't like my thumbnails either, okay? Maybe I need to change them because I know they're over the top. They're over the top ridiculous, you know? I do it as part of just satire of the entire crypto space. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're pumping, man. Unfortunately, we're pumping. See, I told you I marketed out of this long, and now we're pumping. All right, but we're still short. We're still long. Let's go, baby. I'll take it. You know, it's been a really good week for me. So whatever happens now, I'm finally ready to just chill for 2 days, man. Haven't slept much this whole week. The price action's been keeping me up. Even when I'm sleeping, I've been like half awake. I've been half awake at night because I'm thinking about price hitting the level. I literally dream of. I mean, you guys don't know. I couldn't sleep last night because I kept dreaming about Bitcoin taking these lows. I'm not kidding. I had dreams that I woke up and Bitcoin took the lows without me, and we're back up at the highs. And so I can't sleep because I gotta check the phone. I set alerts, you know. What if I don't get them? Whew. Scary stuff, man. You know? What platform or broker do I use to trade right now? Okay, so Robbie Fernandez, I am trading on MEXC for crypto, and I'm trading on ByBit for the S&P 500. Just hit a dang take profit, man. Yes! What a way to end the week, man. Hitting profits on this juicy S&P trade. Guys, next target for the S&P 500 is absolutely going to be 45.79. Okay, so I'm trading on ByBit, okay? ByBit for stocks, commodities, forex, because you can use your tether as margin. It's not a broker. It's not a broker. And I'm trading on MEXC for crypto. All right. All the good trades have been happening during the. I know the short trade. I had to stay up. I was up until like midnight for this short, man. You guys, I was up late. When did that happen? Happened at 11 p.m. my time. Yeah. And here's the thing. Not only was I up late for that short, but this whole time here, I couldn't get my eyes off the dang computer, right? Because I closed the long most of the long. I closed out here. Okay, I'm fully out of that long now, obviously. And then I'm like, am I really gonna go to sleep now? When I know we're coming up to a macro 382. No, I can't. It's not like I'm neurotic and I would do that every day. This is a multi-year support resistance level. If it happens at midnight, it happens at midnight. You know, I gotta catch it. You know, I've got 700K to make back. You know, I gotta catch these are the potential swing trades, the potential juicy swing trades that are gonna make me, you know, half a Bitcoin or whatever if they really play out nice. Those are the ones I don't want to miss. You know, but I have to admit, I've been a little neurotic lately. All right, my wife will tell you, because when I don't sleep, I get more neurotic. I start itching my neck, you know, start scratching the neck, you know. When you don't sleep, when you look at the screen, it like sucks you in. The 5-second time frame, the candles up and down and up and down. Oh, it never ends. Sheesh. I wish the Bitcoin markets took a break, like the dang Forex markets, you know. MEXC mobile app sucks. No, Eduardo, the MEXC mobile app is great. I don't miss ByBit at all. You know, people say MEXC is a scam exchange and that it's going down. Until it goes down, I love this thing. Right? If it goes down, I don't know. How do I know? If STX is a scam, anything could be a dang scam. Right? So I don't know, but yeah, I love MEXC. I love MEXC so much that my old ByBit rep hits me up all the time. He's like, Jason, would you affiliate with us again, please? I'm like, nah. No, I don't want to, because I'm not trading on ByBit. I'm not gonna get another citizenship. Not now. Not now. If I have to, I will get a virtual citizenship. But I have no need to do that right now. You know, MEXC, that's where it's at. Baby, 0% limit order fees. And people say MEXC is a scam because they have 0% limit order fees. Well, you guys remember ByBit literally would pay you for taking a limit order. ByBit would pay you. Do you guys remember you'd limit into a trade and you'd literally already be in positive realized profit because they had a rebate if you provided liquidity to the market. So I don't think it's weird. If ByBit can pay you for trading, I don't think it's weird that MEXC has 0% limit order fees. I think it's a good marketing thing. They saw a good marketing opportunity. ByBit went down. Everyone in the US was trading on ByBit. Now ByBit's gone. MEXC's like, here's our open door. Let's get everybody on MEXC. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. All these other exchanges like ZoomX and BingX are charging these insane fees. You know, I think they're doing a good thing for themselves. If they're legit, this is a really good marketing move on their end. You know, good for them. That's what I think. All right, we got a fresh cup on the 15-minute about to bust out to 34,700. All right, let's check it out. All right, let's check it out. Let's check out our 15-minute cup and handle. Oh man, baby, we got a 15-minute cup and hand. Sammy cup and handy. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. All right, everyone, make sure to go subscribe to Crypto Lifer if you're not, because he's one of the real ones. All right, let's see here. Are you talking about this thing? I mean, I don't really like it, but hey, let's go. Let's run with it. Let's see what we got, baby. Oh, wait, this is my. Wait, am I showing the wrong screen? Hang on. Yeah, I'm showing the wrong screen. I'm showing the wrong screen. Hang on. All right, hang on. Sorry, guys, I was showing the wrong screen. 34,700. That's where we're gonna break out to. Wait. What cup and handle are you seeing, man? Wait, what cup and handle are you seeing? A giant? On the 15-minute? The only possible cup and handle I see is, and keep in mind, I'm no cup and handologist. All right, I am definitely no cup and handologist. Are we talking about something like this? Bouncing from the golden pocket 786? That's the only thing I could potentially see here. Let's see where our target's gonna hit. Oh man, right into the 786. Wow. That's going to pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle, baby. Look, if we come up there, I'm definitely going to look to open up a fresh short, a freshie. I'm not adding to my short. I'm going to just open up freshies. You know? Go with the trend, says Paul. And J-Boy Bullish says you misspelled trend. Yeah. Oh, an inverse cup and handle. An inverse cup and handle. Now that I see. Oh. Ah. Ooh. I like it, man. I like it. Yes. Yes. Let's do that, huh? Wow. Inverse cup and handle, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get a little bearish here, guys. Let's switch back to the short trade. All right. Inverse cup and handle, baby. You know? The bulls are coming in. Let's check out order flow, you know? It's been here too long. We're going to dump, says Fred. Man, you know, Fred, I hope you're right. Let's dump the Bitcoin straight to 3K. Let me see a red candle. In fact, let me make it purple again, the way it should be. Yeah, let's check out order flow, guys. We haven't in a while. I don't even know what's happening here. All right. So, how do you make profit in a long and a short? You take a short and then you lock in partial profits, and then you take a long and you lock in partial profits. Wow. Guys, we have a lot of longs opening up here. This could be bearish, but it's really hard to say yet. If we get, so here's the thing. At this last high, we kind of had lack of market participation, right? We can't. So let's kind of review what's happened here. We got this move down because of lack of participation. It wasn't really a lot of shorts opening up here. This was not like, the move up was weak. All right, the move up was weak. It was a weak move. We can tell because when we came up to that high, we saw a lot of longs take profit. A lot of longs took profit here. We also see a lot of shorts getting squeezed. So the reason we rejected from that value area high is not because a lot of shorts were coming in. It was because longs took profit and shorts got wrecked. And so there was no real money in the market to continue that move to the upside. Then what happens is we start to see a lot of shorts opening up here. Look at this. Short, 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 shorts. Lots of shorts opening up into the Fibonacci golden pocket retest value area low of the range, which is rule number one of what not to do when it comes to trading. Okay, so then we had a whole bunch of shorts, short support. All right, bad idea. All right, so the shorts that got wrecked up here decide to short support down here, and they're getting wrecked because they're selling the bottom. Okay, that's a bad habit to get into. All right, so now what's happening is throughout this entire move up, all of a sudden now people are starting to get bullish. People are like, oh, we're pumping. In fact, when we reclaim VWAP, all of a sudden we have 7 million longs open up at the top, and then price comes down, right? Because you don't buy high, okay? But here's the thing. These longs are still holding on, right? They're still holding on here. These longs have not closed out. So everybody who longs this top, they're still in their position. What does that mean? That means if we lose VWAP now, especially if we see more longs opening up in this area and we're unable to put in a higher high, that's very, very bearish, all right? That's very, very bearish. Now, it's going to be super bearish, all right, if we see more longs opening up here than we did up here. If there's more longs opening in this area where we see all of a sudden the CBD get much higher and a whole bunch more longs come in, and it actually surpasses the amount of people that were longing up here, that's extremely bearish. Right, that's extremely bearish because we've had an increase of OI this entire time. You could say from that high to this high. And if CVD gets higher as well, and we're starting to see local absorption, that's bearish. Okay, so this is a real make it or break it zone in my opinion. What's happening right here? We're seeing a lot of people starting to long here. People are getting bullish here. Okay, if we see bearish absorption happening, that means the whales are actually absorbing the retail longs, looking to give us another low, and the target of our inverted cup and handle is actually going to come to pass. All right. If, however, we don't see that, we could keep pumping here because, again, this move to the downside was not because we saw a lot of shorts coming in. It was simply just lack of market participation. There was no one buying, and there was no one selling. So price just kind of floated on down, you know? Now, all of a sudden, we had some people shorting the low, giving us some fuel to the upside. Market Cipher B, honestly, it looks like we could get more upside. It's very ambiguous. We got a flat wop, right? A floppy woppy is just, it's not up, it's not down, it's totally flat. All right? So, I'm cheering for the bears because I'm obviously way more exposed to the short side than I am to the long side now. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens right now because it's been a good week of trading for me. Now I can just relax for 2 days before I do it again next week. Do we have, shout out to Panda Poet. He says his buddy says that a whole bunch of satellites in space got fried by solar flares yesterday, and there's more coming that would fry all of crypto. Yeah, who knows what's coming down the pike, you know? I don't know, but here's the one thing we can know. The one thing we can know is we just don't know what's going on, right? So, look, you can't really fry crypto unless the internet goes down. If the internet goes down, traditional finance is down as well, right? Because there ain't no paper dollars enough to fulfill everyone's number on a screen bank accounts, right? And there's definitely no gold in the United States to support all those dollars that we got on the screen. So if the internet goes down, all the finance is down. You know, it's not just crypto. You'd literally, and here's the thing though, a bank can go down. You know, the SHA-256 algorithm can't really go down. You know, you got underground bunkers, as long as there's computers out there with the nodes, crypto ain't going down, man. It ain't going down. The music's too loud. You know what? I'll lower it a little bit for your sake, alright? Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. How did I get the exact $8 in the short entry? Well, this one I didn't actually get to the exact $8. If we go to the 5-minute, you can see that the entry was not to the exact $8. Alright? It was not to the exact $8. It was actually $70 below, right? But this short entry, I would love to tell you how I got it to the exact $8. I would love to tell you. Whoa, 616. In some manuscripts, that's the mark of the beast. This one, would you look at this, man? I got it. All right, what was the high? Let's see. $8.50, so I was $8.40 away from the exact. And this one, I got in on the 5-second time frame, my friend. On the 5-second time frame. And I haven't shut up about the dang 5-second time frame since I started trading the 5-second time frame. But I'll tell you, you can get some crazy entries on the 5-second time frame. And all right, let's see, guys. Maybe this long trade here is going to pump to our next TP. 153. Are you talking about the fish in John 21? J-Boy Bush? Is that what you're talking about? The fish in John 21? What does the 5 second say right now? Yo, whoever hates on the 5 second, I saw people thumbs down the 5 second, man. I mean, look, all right. I've literally taken 6 trades today on the 5 second time frame only, right? 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 still open, and the other one on the other exchange still open. So I've taken 7 trades on the 5 second time frame today, 1 loss. It's a crazy thing. I know it sounds super degen, but I made a video about it 3 weeks ago, and it is what it is, man. It's a life change. It's been a game changer for me, I'll tell you. All right, we got bearish CVD now. Let's check out what our indicators are saying. Okay, let's check out what our indicators are saying. Bearish CVD. All right, first of all, yes, we have bearish CVD. We have bearish CVD. We have about no, it's not too bearish actually. We have 77 million, and we still have 77 million. It's slightly bearish CVD here. Negative 22, negative 22. It's slightly bearish. I wouldn't bet the farm on this bearish div. Is that the real VWAP? Let's see. That's the real VWAP. Yeah, maybe I would bet the farm on it. Just kidding. I personally would not short this. I would not short this. Let's check out our 5 second time frame. Maybe she's giving us something. So the 5 second time frame said that this was a high, and it was right. It doesn't say that this is a high. And now the 5 second time frame is saying we're going to come up from here a little bit. 5 second time frame says up a little bit. All right, 5 second time frame says we're going to get a move up. All right, 5 second time frame says move up. Come on, 5 second time frame, don't let me down. Now here's the thing, guys. If you're new to the stream and this is the first time you've heard the words 5 second time frame, there's a very specific way I use this to trade. Okay, we're not just looking at dots on a blank screen, but I'm telling you, look at this though. 5 second time frame, instead of a little move up, we got a few blue candles, right? There's a lot of elements that have to come together to take a trade on the 5 second. All right, it's not just looking at a 5 second alone. You gotta have TA, you gotta have reasons, you gotta have multiple things lining up. Okay, but 5 second time frame says we're gonna get a little move up here. And it also says that this was not a top. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. James Williams Con says dump and watch. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I know, right? That 5 second short from yesterday, man. Man, I should have held that thing. I took out so much in the first little bit. Man. Alright, now we're dumping, guys. In 5 seconds, change this tune over here. 5 second money flow coming back down. How is Pa Casper? He's alright, man. Papa Casper, my dad, he's doing good. Pa Casper, my grandpa, you know, he's 96 and he is going downhill. You know, he's going downhill a little bit, so he has really bad short-term memory. And he knows he has short-term memory, which is actually kind of nice because he has good long-term memory and bad short-term memory, so we can talk for hours, the same thing for hours, just keep talking. And for him, it's like a fresh new conversation that's intellectually stimulating. And it's nice because I get to spend a lot of time with him, and I really love him. But, alright, sorry, Sarath. I missed your super chat earlier. Let's see. But yeah, last year was a bad year for him because he had a fall. And after he fell, I don't know if the fall was caused by some kind of weird thing that happened, because he just hasn't been the same mentally since that fall. And up until that time, he was like driving and like gardening and like living on his own. But ever since he fell, he like can't really walk too well. So now he's like in one of those apartments, like an assisted living apartment where he's still like independent, but if he needs help, they're there, you know? All right, can you clear it out? Sometimes bullish candles form even when there's 2 to 3 times more aggressive sellers than aggressive buyers for that period of time. Why does that happen? Because the order book only shows the market orders, right? So you don't know if there's somebody putting limit orders there, right? And so let's say you see a whole bunch of shorts, right? And then price pumps. That's probably because there's some whale who's filling up limit longs, right? Let's say a whole bunch of shorts are right here, and now we're getting a bump. Maybe there's a whale here who's filling up limit order longs. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's why. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. Shout out to Psychedelic Astronaut. Both his parents are 87. Did I get him to buy Litecoin? He bought a bunch of Ethereum, but he bought the top. All right. Me and my brother were trying to get him to buy. We're trying to get him to buy, and then he bought at the top. He's like, you know what? Maybe this business is. He calls it a business. You know, he's a stock guy. He's an old school stock investor, right? My grandfather's a very wealthy man. You know, he came here from Cuba when he was like 21 years old, didn't know English, had no education, worked his way up, second in command. You know, an old school American dream, foreign guy coming here, doing well for himself, right? It was a different time back then, right? I don't think you could do that nowadays. Maybe you could, but, you know, he invested in stocks, and he took the money he had and invested it and grew it, and he doesn't understand day trading. He doesn't understand these kinds of charts. He's like an old school guy, you know. So he got some Ethereum. I think he bought Ethereum in 2021, and he's been hodling. I tell him, don't worry, it's gonna go back up. Shout out to Codex 509. Shout out to Codex 509. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Shout out to Andy, Bitcoin Census. What is going on, Andy? Andy, man. The real legend in the house. Guys, make sure to go subscribe to Andy, Bitcoin Census. He's another one of the real ones out there. Alright? He's another one of the real ones out there. Alright, shout out to Gaston, also from Cuba. Yeah, man, my grandpa's the man. He is the man. Old school guys were original hodlers. What do I think about Solana? I haven't really looked at it, man. Divine Hood, I haven't really looked at it, bro. I could take a look at it, you know? Let's see here. I was looking at it a little bit this morning. It's the 24-minute chart on Sol. I mean, I would say I would definitely be interested in Sol coming down, grabbing the liquidity just like Bitcoin. Right? We've got liquidity into a golden pocket on Sol. And just like Bitcoin, if Sol comes up to its golden pocket to the upside, I would look to short it, you know, because this top looks pretty toppy on Sol. You know, we've got some nice bear divs here, money flow, momentum. You know. All right, Bitcoin is taking a dump, guys. Let's see if we can't hit some of these take profits here before the week's over. Shout out to Ben Ogues, whose grandmother is also 96. Tony Z just had his Cuban coffee. Yeah, man, my grandpa all about the Cuban coffee. The strong espresso in a little cup. You know? Shout out to Mark Dutch in everyone's stream. Shout out to Codex509. He earned 7K this week because of the Casper Crew levels. Man, I'm so happy to hear that. God bless you, man. I'm so thankful that you had a good week. Man, I had a killer week this week. I also did well this week. Past 2 weeks have been really good for me, so I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Praise God. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful to the Lord. That's all I can say. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Tony Z. James William Kahn he said we were going to dump. He did say that. He did say that. You know, he said we're dumping. Man, I was hoping for a volatile move this Friday, guys. I was really hoping for a volatile one. But let's see what happens here. Yo no hablo español. Yo no hablo español. Solo un poquito. Pero mi abuelo hablo mucho. Oh, wait, see? I just gave myself away. I said mi abuelo hablo. See? I just gave myself away. Mucho español. I forget even the verb. How do you say? Mi abuelo hables? Hablen? I don't know. Habla? Hablo? I don't know. You know? See? I took Spanish in high school, 4 years of it, and I was actually pretty dang good. I could keep up with my Cuban relatives pretty well. But then I learned Hebrew, and that messed me up. Because the vowel sounds in Hebrew and Spanish are the same. Right? So now I mix Hebrew and Spanish. You know? Trying to think of Spanish words, now I think of hablar. Mi abuelo hablar mucho español. You know? Habla. Mi abuelo habla mucho español. Sí. Mi abuelo humeda ver mucho español. Yeah, Sudeep also doesn't speak Spanish. Yeah, that's right, Joe. Oh, shout out to Joe Mova in the chat. Mashlomcha, achi. Also dropping the Ivrit in the chat. Why did I learn Hebrew? I learned Hebrew to study the Bible. So Zente55. He hablo mucho español. Does my grandfather smoke tobacco? Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't smoke tobacco. He doesn't smoke. He never smoked, he never drank. That's one of the reasons why he says he lived so long. He's like, he tells me about the one time he tried cigarettes. He's like, they used to give them away for free in the street, in the city when he grew up in Newark, New Jersey. And he's like, yeah, so I took one, I tried it, I took a puff, didn't like it, I put it out, and that was the last I ever did. I'm like, alright. So yeah, but it's funny because all his brothers, they smoked, you know, they drank. But he never smoked, he never drank. When he did drink, it was just like a glass of wine with dinner. He tells me everything in moderation, that's the key. I'm not very good at moderation, guys. I'm not good at moderation. I do everything to the utmost extreme. Alright? If I'm gonna get one tattoo, I'm just gonna cover my whole arm in tattoos. If I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna be ripped and jacked as much as possible. If I'm gonna trade, I'm gonna stay up all night trading and not sleep. If I'm gonna study the Bible, I'm gonna learn Hebrew and Aramaic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grow a garden. I'm gonna have a whole 2-acre homestead out there. You know, I'm not good at moderation. I do everything to the extreme. I'm gonna try and get more steps in. I end up walking for hours every day on this dang treadmill. I'm a very extreme person. So I'm probably not gonna make it to 96. Too much wear and tear. You know? When I trade more and I'm streaming, now I trade more and I'm not streaming, man. If I'm really scalping, besides sometimes, it's mostly I'm just chilling, you know, looking for take profit. I mean, I am looking for a trade right now. I'm doing what I would do if I wasn't streaming. I'm just waiting for these lows to get taken here, looking for a setup. That's really what I'm doing. I was really hoping we'd get that long during the stream, to be honest with you. But it just so happens I'm still in a little long I took this morning. You know? But, alright. Oh, nice. BR Rounder is getting quite proficient in Koine Greek. And studied Spanish and lost to Greek. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Yeah, I want to learn some Greek. I want to study Greek. You know? When I learned Hebrew, I was extremely in a different place in life. I don't know if I could learn Greek right now. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could learn Greek. There's no way I could learn Hebrew now if I didn't already know it. You're new to MEXC, Eduardo. Can you teach us how margin and leverage? Yeah, so margin is how much money is actually being risked, and leverage is how much you're multiplying that margin. So right now, I'm short on Bitcoin. I have $77,000 on the trade, but if this trade got liquidated right now, I only have $675 of margin on the trade. So multiply 675 by 117, and you have 77,000. All right, I'm using 117x leverage for this. Okay. Now, all the haters in the chat don't hate on my high leverage. All right, but it's responsible high leverage. If you're new to trading, Eduardo, I recommend you put your leverage on 3, because in most instances, you are not going to need more than 3x leverage. In fact, you'll probably never need more than 2x leverage if you're new to trading. The only reason you need more than 2x leverage is if you're not keeping it, if you're spreading your money out over multiple accounts, which I do recommend not keeping your whole stack. So if you're keeping maybe a quarter of your stack, let's say you keep a quarter of your stack on your exchange, the rest in cold storage, maybe use 8x leverage. 8x leverage is safe. The only time leverage becomes dangerous is if you get liquidated and that liquidation is more than your risk should be, right? So every trade you take, you should be risking no more than 1% of your whole stack. If you have $1,000, every trade you take, you should not be losing more than $10. If you have $100, every trade you take, you should not be losing more than $1. That doesn't mean you're putting $1 on the trade, right? It means you're not losing more than $1. And so the way leverage could come into play is this, all right? Check this out, my man. When I'm scalping tight levels like this, all right, my initial stop loss on the trade was very loose, okay? Basically, I really didn't even have time. Look, it's warning me if your stop loss is too close, you're gonna get liquidated. But when I took this trade, okay, my stop loss only needed to be 0.04%, okay? Price would have to go against me like 0.75% for me to risk liquidation. And my take profit one was here, all right? That's a 7-to-1 risk reward ratio, basically meaning I'm risking very, very little on this trade. All right. In fact, let me see. Risking about $100 on the trade, to be honest with you. And when I hit that take profit one, I locked in about $400 of profits, give or take. Actually, no, it was more than that. It must have been 500 or 600. I think it was four. It was between, yeah, because it's an 8 to 1 risk reward. I took 75% out of it. So times 8 equals divided by 4 equals. Yeah, I locked in about $600 on that TP1. So I'm risking $100 to make at least $600, right? So you can use very high leverage for that because the risk of liquidation is not, there's no risk as long as you're abiding by that stop loss. But for most new traders starting out, you're not going to be scalping exact levels like this on the 5-second time frame. You're probably going to be using the 1 hour and stuff, and that's totally fine and normal and good. But in that case, you're probably going to need a looser stop, right? Which means at the most, maybe you'd have like a 0.5% stop loss, right? So if you had a 0.5% stop loss, then you would put double, you put $2,000 on the trade. Even if you had $1,000, you'd put $2,000 on the trade. But in that case, you need to use leverage. You need to take your $1,000 of margin and multiply it by 2 in order to get $2,000 on the trade, right? You can't actually put the proper position size on this trade unless you use leverage. But in most cases, you're not going to need more than 3x leverage unless you're like scalping like crazy. And if you're scalping like crazy, you're not going to need more than like 20x, maybe 10x. The reason why I use super high leverage is because, one, I'm not risking too much money. I'm leveraging up a small amount of capital. Number two, you guys see me, I'm literally trading right now on 4 different accounts. And I trade on multiple accounts. I trade on BitGet, I have 3 MEXC accounts, I have a ZoomX account, right? And so I'm splitting my capital up over multiple accounts, and most of my capital is off exchanges. Every single week, I'm taking capital off my exchanges into cold storage. And so, yeah, I'm not keeping more than, you know, sometimes $10,000 per account. You know, if it gets too high, I don't like to keep too much money on the exchange. That MEXC could go down. I'm not trying to lose a lot of money on the exchange going down. And so then you can use higher leverage. But margin is actually how much money you're putting up for collateral here. If you get liquidated, you lose your margin. Leverage is how much you're multiplying that margin by. And basically, I know I'm probably doing a bad job explaining, but it's not the leverage and the margin that matters. What matters is your position size and your stop loss. All that matters is your position size and stop loss. That's it. If your stop loss, okay, let's say that you're taking this trade here, right? And you have a 0.5% stop loss, okay? A 0.5% stop loss, and we're shooting for a 2 to 1 risk reward. That means we're looking to risk 1% if price goes against us. By 0.5%, we're looking to gain 2% if price goes in our favor 1%, right? If I take this trade, if I have $1,000 in my account, that means I'm putting $2,000 on the trade. Regardless of whether I'm using 3x leverage or 50x leverage, it does not matter because my position size is still the same and my stop loss is still the same. I'm putting $2,000 in the trade, and I can do that whether I'm using 50x or 3x. Does not matter, right? It's literally the same profit and loss, regardless of the leverage, as long as you're using the same position size. People think of leverage as a way to gamble their money. They say, "Ooh, I have $100 in my account. Let me 20x leverage it. Now I have $2,000." No, that's gambling, and you will lose everything, right? We're using leverage as a tool to spread money out on multiple accounts for psychological purposes, so that, you know, like worst case scenario, let's say I don't have the good psychology to abide by my stop loss. Okay, worst case scenario, I lose $600, right? Instead of, if I was using lower leverage, I might be losing $77,000. You know what I'm saying? But don't get wrapped around the axle about the leverage. Just focus on position size, stop loss, planning for your trades, taking profits, good risk management, sticking to your strategy. And then if you focus on those things, man, eventually the money will just come. Eventually the money will come, man. So... Alrighty. Well, guys, looks like we're not getting our move. So I'm gonna end the stream so that we can get our move. Because you know how that goes, right? 4 o'clock, we're gonna get a move. We're gonna get a move at 4 p.m., man. I wish I could stream for the move, but I got stuff to do before the night. But that being said, guys, I hope everyone has a great weekend. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you with your wholeness. In Jesus' name, in Yeshua's name. Can't wait for Power Hour today, Sammy Ben Sadok. You know, I can't. I got stuff to do before I shut down for the weekend. But anyway, peace, guys, and God bless you.